what nerve roots does this nerve arise from? Gabby here from Med School Bootcamp, and here we're looking at a dissection along the aspects of the axilla. We can also see some muscles of the anterior arm, including the biceps brachii muscle over here, as well as the coracobrachialis muscle. Now, within the aspects of the axilla and the anterior arm, we can see the brachial plexus and its different branches. And running in close proximity to the brachial plexus, we'll also be able to find the axillary artery. And we know that the chords of the brachial plexus are named based on their position to the axillary artery. So we have a superior chord, a posterior chord, and an inferior chord. And if we have a look at this nerve over here, this nerve is arising posterior to that axillary artery. So this terminal branch must be arising from the posterior chord of the brachial plexus. Now we know that there are two terminal branches that emerge from the posterior chord of the brachial plexus. One being the axillary nerve and the second being the radial nerve. Now the axillary nerve is going to come off a little bit earlier and is then going to dive deep into the axilla, but this nerve right over here, we can see it traveling more along the aspects of the arm and eventually disappearing, and it will dive deep to go and supply innervation to the aspects of the posterior arm and the posterior forearm. So if we think of the nerve that goes to supply these areas, this nerve right over here is going to be the radial nerve. Now, the radial nerve and the profunda brachii artery are going to travel together within the triangular interval or the triceps hiatus to go towards the back of the arm and go and supply or innervate those areas. Now, that being said, what are the nerve roots for the radial nerve? We know that the brachial plexus is composed of nerve roots C5 to T1. Now we know that there are two terminal branches that receive contribution from all the nerve roots that form the brachial plexus, one being the median nerve and the second being the radial nerve. So the radial nerve over here is going to arise from nerve roots C5 to T1. So let's go ahead and double check our answer here, C5 to T1, and that is our correct answer.